Day 3 would see us riding through National Park and private property up to the Archer River Roadhouse, which would be camped for the night. Everyone was fueling themselves up with coffee and breakfast for another big day of riding. Today would be the first day we start fueling up from the truck each morning.
Morning.
Ready to go?
I was ready as I've ever been, mate.
Live action, eh? After a quick zip up the Peninsula Development Road, we stopped in for a splash of fuel and we were off again. Our group was quite similarly paced, so we were never waiting on a corner for long. But I'd been on this corner for a good 15 minutes without seeing another bike.
A couple have a lay down back there.
Right. So what Curly meant by we've had a few have a lay down was more like we've had a few wipe out a tree and have one of the gnarliest crashes I've ever seen.
A few go through, a few more coming. It's good, eh? Good stuff. Oh shit! Are you okay? Oh, fucking
Luckily for the boys, this creek didn't have water. Pete the Sweep told us that normally it's full of water, which probably wouldn't have ended in such a good situation.
What the fuck happened then? I don't know what happened. I must have ducked and dropped my front wheel in the sand. When I pulled my head up, I was right against this tree.
Luckily for us, no injuries, not even a scratch. And as you can see, when the boys come past me, they were still on it. After a quick stop and a bit of lunch, and a fair bit of discussion about the chaos behind us, we were off to tackle one of the hidden beaches. By this stage I was becoming pretty comfy on the DRZ and I wanted to actually see what it could do. It wasn't too bad to get over decent sized logs with considering the extra weight. After playing around on the beach and a bit of afternoon tea, it was time to head back. I raced ahead to set up some cameras to get some more footage of the boys coming through.
A camera for the boys. Hiding in the bushes. Gonna get some footage of the boys as they come back.
Luckily no one was around to witness this little moment. A tree grabbed my bum bag and kind of ripped me off the bike. It was pretty embarrassing to say the least. A few kilometres later we were at another creek. Now this one was quicksand. There was no way you could ride through it unless maybe you aquaplaned, but nobody really wanted to drown a bike. You really had to push through hard with your legs. The rear wheel just wanted to dig a hole in the sand and bog you down. And once these bikes are bogged, it's a 2 to 3 man job to get them out. And what do you know? I get bogged. The rear wheel sucked down and just dug a hole. I couldn't push it out and I couldn't lift it out. I'd have to wait for Pete to come back and give me a hand. So one of the easier ways to get a bogged bike out of the sand is to have someone pushing forwards and driving the bike with the throttle while the other one's lifting the rear of the bike up to help it kind of drive itself out of the hole. It's the easiest way and probably the most energy conserving. Now this was super soft river sand that didn't really have a bottom, so momentum was key and you really had to keep on the throttle. So we rolled into Cohen and straight to the Exchange Hotel for a beer and an afternoon snack. Then we'd be off to the Royal Flying Doctors to donate some money. So the team at North Queensland Trail Bike Adventures do an awesome thing by auctioning off a super soft seat on day 2. You get this seat for the whole tour and the money raised goes to the Royal Flying Doctors service. They also pass the hat around for donations. Our group raised $525, which is awesome because these guys are the only ones who get you out of trouble up here. All we had left was a ride up the Peninsula Development Road. Everyone was running a bit low on fuel, so we grabbed a bottle just in case.
No fuel.
What do you know? About 30k down the track, we need it.
So another victim of fuel roulette, eh? 2 today. Don't show that ball.
After our little fuel adventures, we arrived at camp. Greg already had food cooking and beers in the esky again, so all we had to do was set up our beds for the night, have a shower, and time to talk about the day. On the next episode, we step up the riding through the famous Frenchman's Track. A few soil samples, the boys really get stuck into the action, and the tour's first drowned bike.
You see it? See it out of the front. That's fresh Suzuki water.